So today I have a gigantic question that I'm going to try to answer. I'm not going to answer it all today, but here is my quandary. This is the most accurate gun I have ever fired. There's a lot of reasons for it being most accurate, but part of that has to do with the fact that I really work good with an optic. Now, I decided since, I'm going to try to take this and emulate that. Now Rumble, Lock and Load Ninjas, interwebs at large. In October of 2019, I took a class with Steve Fisher for the Red Dot sight, which I had never done. I had owned a couple of guns where I had mounted Red Dot sights on them. I don't even know if I ever took them out to shoot, to be honest with you. It wasn't because I didn't like them, I just never got around to doing it. And I wasn't shooting as much back then either. So I took the Red Dot sight class, and that's one of those, I think you should go take any class you possibly can at any given time, simply because you pick up a little different perspective each and every time you go to a class. So, with Steve's class, Steve dispenses with a whole lot of dogma. So, he's not teaching you how to shoot, he's teaching you how to think with the Red Dot. Now, he would tell you that there's no difference between a Red Dot and the steel sights, and to a degree that is true, except when you start having eyesight issues. Now, I just got new glasses, and I see much better with these on than I have in quite some time, but at the same time, it is quicker for me to draw a gun with a Red Dot on it than it is to draw a gun and try to put steel sights on it. So, I'm moving to just about that exclusively. And this is not really a problem, but this is my Chambers Custom PHAT WMG-C, which we're doing the deep dive on, and this is the most accurate gun I've ever fired in my life. A lot of time was spent dialing this in, right? A lot of things occurred with this gun before it was sent to me. This Red Dot, which is a Holosun 507C, was dialed in as good as it could be done. It does have backup sights, one forward of the Red Dot and a front sight, but I don't intend to ever use them. I don't even look for them when I'm sticking it out there. I've had other people shoot this gun and they think it is very accurate as well. But here lies the rub. This geometry of this gun is a little bit different than, say, the STI guns. It's a little thicker, right? Finding a holster that does it right, a good carry holster, although that's in the works of being rectified, but finding a good carry holster for this has been sort of a challenge. So to that end, I decided to go to something that, sort of like the iPhone of guns, the Glock. Now, I'll be honest with you. If I had a Poly 80 in the Glock G45 configuration, it would have been the G45. Because while I have solved the sighting issue, the problem still remains of the Glock trigger, which the Gen 5 trigger is a much better trigger than heretofore the other gens of Glock, but it's still, when I am putting the dot on it and I'm trying to make that first shot go down, I'm still having a little bit of a cough with it, if you will. So I decided to send this to C&H Precision Gun Works by Collie. Steve Fisher recommended them to me. The actual way they cut it in, is beautiful. I already had the suppressor sights, so we put those back on it. And well, took a while to get it back, but when I finally got it back, I had a good time with it. So, back, here we are. The long and short of it is this. I'm going to have to change the trigger on this before it is complete. And then, you know, I'm going to figure out the holster situation, a few other things, and we're going to go with this. And my goal, don't laugh at me now, my goal is to shoot this as well as I can shoot this. And that's a tall order. But I don't mind a tall order. It's fun to have a challenge. Plus, I don't have to shoot so much ammo to, you know, I don't have to run so much ammo through it to go through because I am familiar with it to a degree. I really like this platform. And I've probably, of late, probably kept that longer than any Glock I've ever owned. So, got that going for me. So just a quick little drop just to let you know what was going on. I still got the deep dive going on. Just picked up a SIG P365. Finally, I know I'm late to that one too, but I'll give you my opinion of that later on. And yeah, I can't wait for 2021, right? If you like this kind of content, and I hope you do, you know, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, perhaps. I'd appreciate that. If you subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Thanks for your time. I am.